On Monday, President Donald Trump signed an executive order declaring the anti-fascist movement, known as Antifa, as a domestic terrorist organization. Trump accused Antifa of organizing political violence, citing rioting, violence against law enforcement, and doxing in his executive order. The order vows to investigate, disrupt, and dismantle those associated with or supporting Antifa. What is Antifa, and can it be labeled a domestic terrorist organization under U.S. law? ASP explains. Antifa is typically a far left-wing movement opposing fascism. The term originated in 1920 Italy to describe resistance to Italian dictator Benito Mussolini's National Fascist Party. Similar groups emerged across Europe before and during World War II. The modern movement rose in the 1970s and 80s in Britain in response to white nationalist skinheads infiltrating the punk rock scene. In the US, groups tied to Antifa formed the Anti-Racist Action Network in the late 80s and early 90s. In recent years, protests affiliated with Antifa have been accused of violent clashes with Trump supporters and far-right militias, including at the 2017, Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. The implementation of Trump's order is unclear for two main reasons. First, Antifa is not a singular organization. It lacks leadership, an organizational framework, or streams of revenue. This makes it difficult to define who counts as a member. It also raises constitutional concerns, as prosecuting individuals solely for anti-fascist beliefs would violate First Amendment protections. Second, the label domestic terrorist organization does not exist in U.S. law. The U.S. does have laws regarding foreign terrorist organizations, applying to groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, which allows the U.S. to target their revenue streams and leaders. But no equivalent framework exists domestically, leaving the practical force of Trump's order unclear in terms of prosecuting members of the group. Federal law does define domestic terrorism as violence that violates other laws and attempts to influence government policies or civilians through intimidation or coercion. Critics argue the order has little legal basis and serves as a political move to silence dissent and protest movements.